everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful week. Sun is shining here in Los Angeles. We've had some chilly weather. Folks, today I want to talk to you a little bit. I don't ask you for anything. I come out here and I give you content. And I give you content. I've been doing a lot on Diddy, as you know. And you all seem to enjoy what I have to say. But let me begin. I'm the author of this book, The Accidental Gangster. Now, it took me a long time to write this book. I put a lot of pain because I had to go back to a lot of memories in my life. So I'm talking to you from the heart. In my book, there's something that I don't think any author has ever done but me. There are letters at the end of my book to various people. There's a letter to Sonny Franzese. There's a letter to Jimmy Cacci, the underboss of Los Angeles. There's a letter to Michael Franzese. Yeah, even though Michael and I had problems, okay? Even though I know more about Michael than most people do, I don't discuss it. It's just me. If I don't have something good to say about people, why to say anything at all? Okay? But I want to read you a letter to Jerry Zimmerman. Now, Jerry Zimmerman is an individual you heard Michael talk about a lot because Jerry he originally began with Sonny, and Sonny put him with Michael. Okay? And someday I'll tell you the story of how Jerry Zimmerman met Sonny Franzese. Jerry Zimmerman and I were very, very close friends. Dear Jerry, how can anyone who ever met you forget you? Especially me. It took some time as Sonny kept trying to connect us, but he finally did. And I'm happy he did. We met at Jerry's Deli on Ventura Boulevard. And from the first moment, we began earning money. And that just continued. And I mean good money. But it was not only the money which neither of us could manage to keep. It was the friendship that we developed. I remember those Saturdays hanging out at your pool after picking up our food from Jerry's, of course. You know, Jerry always had a box of food for it. Jerry's Deli. I will never forget that day we had a bad week and did not make a dime. We sat and watched the average citizens going into the banks on that Friday. And you said, how come we don't get paid every week? The reason was really quite obvious, as we were not built for that normal jobs. Then you told me to write you a check for $1,000, and you cashed it with no funds. We split the money. Yet somehow, as usual, on Monday, we made the check good. Those were just a few of the things that we did. I cannot write all the happy times we spent together, or all the things we did, as there were too many. I speak to you, your son Michael, often, and he helps me with my computer all the time. So be proud. I sure miss you, my friend. Yours always, Ori. Next letter is my friend dear Jack Gilardi. There's letters to my family and a lot of letters to people who are deceased. That's what happens when you get old, folks. Okay? Because our time is very limited on this earth. So, you know, I not like everybody else on YouTube that asks you. I don't ask people to subscribe too often, okay? But, you know, please, subscribe, leave a comment and a like, because those things do help. And although I'm 80 years old, I still want to do better things in my life. And I want you to know, on these stories that I give you with Diddy, if you all saw The Fall of Diddy on HBO by Discovery, okay? I know most of those people, but you don't hear me mentioning their names, do you? I don't do that. I get inside information from some people who were there at the trial telling me what's going on. And in addition, I watch YouTube, particularly Law and Crime, that gives probably the best stories of what's happening in the court, inside the courtroom. There's others, but I wanted to share that with you folks. So folks, if you want to show me some love, then subscribe to my channel. Give me a like. Leave a comment on what let me know that what I'm doing is worth my time. And please, purchase my book. I know YouTubers don't read. I had several of you tell me on YouTube, we YouTubers don't read. Well, folks, that's just part of the problem of why our country is having so many issues. Maybe more people should start reading. It's a shame of what's going on. This thing that happened in Colorado last night. I mean, why is this happening? There's no call for this. Why do we have this division? Why can't people get along? If you get along with people, the world will be much happier. I say that in my book. I've always felt that way. In the epilogue of my book, I say, let's all hold hands together, and together we can make this world a better place. Thank you, folks. I wanted to share that with you. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day.